Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts back once again. Another reaction for you guys. Take us, of course, to continue the journey of Ben 10 Ultimate Alien. This is Season 2, Episode 23, of course. We'll not know the title until I get into the episode. I can't say this enough. Last week's episode was so good. So many things happened. I just couldn't believe how many things unfolded, how many reveals, how many, just insane moments occurred. The main thing is that Vilgax, who was, being told by Dagon, or Dagon, I think it's Dagon or Dagon. Anyways, this entity, break the seal, get all the power, and then he's taken away. And then old George, we've been building to this for quite some time. This old man, some weird shit's going on, and the reveal he is the first Forever Knight. And then we get a flashback, well, kind of a retelling, and not necessarily a flashback, but kind of just a kind of story of when this dragon appeared out of nowhere. And then George, took his heart, took its heart. And it's still alive. It went back into the portal, and now it's trying to get released and a thing. And this creature from beyond, that little thing we saw where Gwen got possessed and that young squire got possessed as well. And he's able to speak through them or whatever. There's so much going on. And then George touched the sword, and now he's back to his former self when he was first fought Dagon. It's a lot of stuff going on, guys, and I really enjoyed it, and I couldn't believe the amount of storytelling and how much they were doing after we literally had the Mav Riedel episode a couple of episodes before this. The humongous difference in quality in terms of storytelling from that episode. Of course, we had one in the middle with the whole, recycling and everything. But literally we had that Mav Riedel thing, which was what the fuck? To this, I'm like, my God, this is why I love Ben 10, because of this shit right here. This is good. Anyways, let's dive into it now, guys. So check out this episode. I'm excited. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Ascalon is mine once again.
Ascalon, that's the sword. So we're seeing this again for some reason. Are we seeing this again just in case people forgot? Oh, I love that shot.
Genuflect means kneel down to him.
Oh.
Not gonna happen, dude.
Ascalon is mine.
Oh.
It's mine.
Wait, what?
Azimuth.
I haven't the time to bandy words with you, Azimuth. The monster hides within.
Yeah. Was there supposed to be a portal or something, maybe?
That was a really quiet monster.
Give me my sword. Not while the Dagon lives.
Wait, doesn't this seem a little...
Azimuth is telling me to fight. You think I'm passing that up?
Fair. Oh, that's fast track, right? Fast track.
He loses way faster than accelerate.
I'm warning you.
Wow. Okay, why are we doing this right now? We have bigger problems. Damn.
Respect your elders.
Oh shit, we're learning more about this sword. Oh. What is up with this sword?
I've been going easy on you. Stay
Really?
down. Like that's gonna happen.
Wait,
It would be
what?
dishonorable the next time you get
He
in
can
my
create
way,
portals with that
it'll
thing?
be the last.
What was George talking about?
That sword is
This is no
insane.
time for questions.
Then what are butts for? They're for getting kicked by guys with magic swords.
I told you it's not magic. All right, open.
Shields!
Nothing's happening. I can't...
Look out!
I think that Azimuth is trying to show them how the sword was created or something.
Primus?
Yes, the world I built several thousand years before you saw it.
Oh, he's the ghost of Azimuth past.
You promised me an evening away from the lab.
You're right, my love.
Seriously?
I didn't even think about this, even having a love interest.
And tapping into the fundamental forces. I'll try things your way. Promise.
Let me guess. You broke your promise.
And all I could see was
A sword?
it's perfect. It could cleave right through reality, tap into the primal energy. What matters is what happens now.
Well, that's true enough.
I was once young and stupid as you are at this very moment.
Oh, shit.
She didn't come back, did she?
No. That, Ben Tennyson, is the point. But then one would-be hero learned of my sword, stole it, and returned home, intending to use its power to reunite his world.
What?
I swore to hide away the sword and dedicate myself
George
to
found it.
peaceful sciences.
How did George wind up with the sword?
Good question.
I gave it to him. I came here when Earth's history was at its darkest hour, and I made things worse. His minions, already in our dimension to pave the way, encountered resistance. So knights
Wow.
turned against knights.
Like zombies. Damn. Oh. Ooh, okay.
Rough day? I'm a visitor from the stars.
Not everyone is who they claim to be.
True.
You would know 900 Earth years ago?
How did you...
It's my business
What?
to know.
The how of it is a story for another day.
Yeah.
Would that I had not been blessed
I thought it was
with
the sword.
immortality If it meant...
This sword is a weapon of terrible power.
What happens after I slay the dragon?
I sincerely doubt you'll be able to. He cut out the creature's heart and left the sword buried in it. I'll show you.
No.
Come on. What?
Watch.
I want to see it. Come on.
The monster won't underestimate him a second time.
Someone incredibly brave and handsome. Someone
Not
with a
you.
stylish green
I don't
jacket.
think.
We don't even know where he is. I mean, if I had something that belonged to him, maybe I could find him.
How about this?
He's at Area 51.
Rock and roll.
Back there again. Careful. Ooh. Yeah, I forgot about that. There's a lot of them. Ooh. Ultimate. Yeah.
That sword has too much power for you.
Exactly.
Ezra says.
I achieved great things with it. My
Yeah, but
feet
they're
served
saying it
to-
might do something different this time.
How many times have you known in your heart that your way is best?
What do you want?
To be left alone, so that I can destroy my ancient enemy.
So we stuck our necks out for nothing. No.
Yeah. Well,
This way we have two chances at destroying that, whatever it is.
All the reasons I told you that I built the Omnitrix and Ultimatrix, they're all true. I was hoping she would notice.
there you have it, guys. Another great episode of Ben 10 Ultimate Alien Season 2, Episode 23. I forget the title. Sorry about that. Not as good as last week's, but man, this was a pretty damn good episode. Couple big reveals we have to get to for sure, because I'm like, holy crap, really? So two things kind of combined into one in terms of like the part of the story. That is not George's sword that took out Dagon, or what is it? I think it's Dagon. Anyways, I keep hearing that name, but I keep forgetting the pronunciation. Sorry. But it was Asmus. Asmus made the sword at a time when he was younger, before he made the Omnitrix, and he had a love interest, Zenith. He had a love interest. He had someone who he cared about. However, he pushed her away, and he's trying to right his wrongdoings. Because we see where he is on like some sort of picnic with her, and then she points up to this perfect alignment of planets. Like, they're so fucking clear in the sky. I'm like, what? But anyways, and he becomes obsessed with this like idea, and then he creates this sword. And we see in the opening part of this episode where, you know, Ben is trying to fight George. The sword can do so much shit. Like, it's kind of ridiculous how powerful the sword is, but when you find out it's not magic, it's science. Anyways, and Asmus made it, it makes sense why it can do so much it can do. Like, literally, it was creating like this whirlwind and shooting like lightning thing, and then he could cut a portal open. He can cut a portal and walk through it. Like, insane. But when you really found out it's Asmus swords, it makes more sense. Like, okay, of course it can. But then you see where he completes the sword, and he like gives it out or something, and somebody gets a hold of it on this planet that has an endless war, and the planet explodes. And Zenith is gone. She's not coming back. And this is why he has made all the decisions he has made since then, because he hides the sword away, but ultimately gives it to George later on, because he's trying to have her come back. And at the end of the episode, he literally says, you know, I really made the omnitrix. I was trying to do all these things to hope that she would notice that I'm changed. And I think they're setting this up to where she will eventually see that or something, or come back into the fold. I'm hoping so, because I never thought about that Azimuth having a love interest, like they could do that. I just never thought they would do something like that, and it never even crossed my mind that that's even a possibility. Like, I never even thought about that. So the fact that they reveal that at some point in Azimuth's life, he had someone who was there with him in the lab and then was trying to help kind of change his viewpoint, because she literally was saying the mindset of, like, in order to really know something, you have to be able to control it. Like, that's not the way to go, and that's what he was thinking. And he's trying to help Ben learn a lesson. It's not really working. I do like how they were doing the whole visuals where he was able to snap his fingers and they were able to go into the different, like, you know, history and, like, the visions of what was happening and all that. But maybe Zenith will find out eventually, or learn about what Azimuth has been trying to do to right the wrongdoing, especially the planet exploding. Like, holy shit. He goes to Earth, and we see those smaller creatures that are there, and there was other knights there involved as well. George, I thought, was immortal because of the sword connection. No. He was alive for 900 years or so before Azimuth met up with him, when Dagon started to send through shit and sending the smaller creatures in one of the bigger ones. And he's been alive. He's like, that's a story for a different time. It's like, no, I want to know how you were immortal. How? There has to be a story purpose to this, because if he wasn't immortal, then it would have been someone else entirely that Azimuth would have went to. And if they would have gotten a hold of the sword, if Azimuth gave the sword to someone else, would that have affected them differently than him, because he's already immortal anyways? That's my question. He's aging way slower than, well, at least it seems like he's aging way slower, because he was literally an old man until he touched the sword. Now he's back to himself again. I don't know. At one point, Azimuth snaps his fingers, and we see in the shadows and the sound of Dagon, where the fuck, you know what I'm trying to say. And then, oh, I can't look at this. I gotta look away. Like, get us out of here, Azimuth. Get us out of here. I want to see him. Why can't I not see him? I want to see the fucking entity. I hope we get to see him, because my God, they've been setting up this guy, this fucking alien Dagon, whatever. They're setting him up for a while, laying the groundwork. We're learning so much more shit now surrounding him. We better fucking see him. I'm just saying, because I'm going to be really disappointed if we don't, because they're really setting this shit up to be pretty damn important. Because at one point, Azimuth said he's taken over 100 galaxies or 100 planets, or he's done all this shit. I need to see him. So hope we get to see him. Trying to think anything else in particular. Some good action, of course, in the episode. We got to see Fast Track, which they even mentioned something which I thought was hilarious. So I've seen it in our comments. I try to avoid the comment section at times because people post spoilers and shit in there. But I did see a couple where people were saying Fast Track is like the, you know, lesser than of Accelerate, and they literally addressed that in this episode, because Fast Track gets his ass handed to him a little bit, and the Kevin says, you know, you got taken out way faster than you were with Accelerate, like, because my thinking is, because someone had mentioned when first Fast Track showed up, which is a random reveal when he showed up, right, by the way, that it was due to a game. A video game had introduced Fast Track, so they brought Fast Track into the show to promote the game. Or I don't know if that's true, but that's what they're saying. Like, I saw a comment that said that. I'm like, well, I don't know if that's true or not, because I don't want to look into it, see it. And if I look into it and see spoilers, then it's going to ruin the experience or potential things. You know what I'm saying? Blah. Anyways, ramble. So, if that's the case, that's pretty shitty, because we could just have Accelerate, because Ben has literally turned into classic aliens already within this show. He's already done it. Why can't we get Accelerate back? Why? That's my question. Why? So, maybe we will. I have no idea. But another good episode. I really enjoyed how they progressed it, and we're learning a lot of information. And seeing, like I said, seeing a backstory of Azimuth having a love interest, never would have thought about that. But it's interesting that they revealed it. Like, it's something different, right? It's something to kind of switch up what the expectation was of this episode. Because the thinking was, okay, Azimuth's going to go through the history of the sword and how it gets to George. Like, how's the... Because I would have never guessed that Azimuth and George have met each other. But it makes sense, because he has the sword, and it's Azimuth's sword, so it makes sense. but to also throw in a love interest which was trying to help him like view things differently, and how he was kind of obsessed with his work and how he basically pushed her away. Never would have thought that would have been a backstory for him, but I'm glad they gave that, because Azimuth has always been a very interesting character, and never really thought about, you know, what more backstory and history could they give of the character. And so this is really cool that we got this. So overall, pretty damn awesome. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm curious to know your thoughts about this episode, guys. I'm curious to know your thoughts. Whatever thoughts you have, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I can't wait to see what happens next on the show. I think I covered pretty much everything, I think. But yeah, anyways, had a good time with the episode. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Talk to you guys soon. Peace out.